What is going on? It is your man with no plan who's unemployed and gets no money. It's your boy, HunnyBunny. So I wanted to kick off the video talking about some PlayStation 5 news. It's another day and we still don't have the goddamn price. I think it's ultimately gonna come after Xbox reveals theirs, but at this point, we really don't know. I'm guessing it'll be after Xbox's first party event, but we'll see what happens. Amazon just put up its placeholder page for PlayStation 5, and people were kind of speculating that, oh, maybe this would be when the price is revealed or that pre-orders would be available, but it hasn't quite been put up yet, but it's there, so hopefully within the next couple weeks, like I said, with the price, maybe we'll see something new. What's maybe some more good news regarding PS5 pre-orders is that production has been increased by almost 50%. Initially, it was supposed to be around 6 million consoles in 2020, now it's looking about 10 million. And the last little bit of news that came out was that a new Sony patent surfaced. It basically hinted at the PS5 being backwards compatible for PS1, 2, and 3. Now this patent suggests that this would all be done through the cloud, emulating the operating systems of each console to then play their games. Now I don't know if this service would necessarily replace the current PS Now, which streams previous PS1, 2, and 3 games. So I don't know if these are supposed to work together or if they'll be completely separate. Nonetheless, it's all looking pretty interesting and cool. I hope the backwards compatibility rumor is true. You know, I think PlayStation 5 really needs to get that on the console in some shape or form because Xbox has already been pretty clear and confident that you can play any Xbox game from any platform, and that's just hard to beat. Now, jumping over to Xbox news, there's been a lot of new rumors about Lockhart console, or Series S is what people are calling it. Basically a cheaper version that's less powerful than the Series X. This console is supposed to be the 1080p 1440p alternative to the Series X that kind of gives people a nice entry level way into the next gen of consoles. It's supposed to have, I believe, the same CPU as the Xbox Series X and a slightly less powerful GPU. So if people don't want to shell out more money for the Series X, they can get a maybe little less powerful version for cheaper. Now it's rumored that this particular console will be revealed in a kind of Inside Xbox-like event later in August, so hopefully we'll hear something pretty soon. Also, we are just a week away from Xbox's first party event where they have confirmed that they will show no hardware, nothing unrelated to games. They will only show their games. It's supposed to be about an hour long, and we already know that we'll see Halo's campaign there, and I'm honestly really excited to see what they reveal, because we've really only heard about Halo and Hellblade 2, so that means there's a whole lot to be shown there. They said the event will probably be about an hour long, so one can only imagine all the different games that they might be able to show in that time. But the honest truth is, they have to knock it out of the park. They can't risk letting Sony beat them in the games department, especially after what happened last generation, so I have a feeling that they know that and they plan on bringing some heavy hitters to the table. Hopefully stuff we haven't seen before. And some more really cool news regarding Xbox is that their streaming service, Xcloud, will be grouped with Game Pass Ultimate for free. Game Pass Ultimate was already in itself such a great deal, and with Xcloud added on top of it, it's a must buy at this point. And the sad but honest reality of this move is that it pretty much kills Google Stadia. Stadia just can't keep up. With Xcloud being grouped in with the $14.99 Game Pass Ultimate, it's such a good deal. You get Xbox Live Gold, Game Pass on PC, and now Xcloud. Now, the last little bit of news I wanted to cover was Ubisoft UB Forward event. The event focused mainly on 4 games, one being Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Watch Dogs Legion, Far Cry 6, and their Battle Royale game Hyperscape. The event kind of focused a little bit on each game. It didn't really offer a whole lot. It was about an hour long, but honestly, it wasn't all that great. In terms of news stuff, we got a good look at Valhalla gameplay, which, after seeing it, I'm not as excited as I think I initially was. It's much similar to the Odyssey and Origins style of gameplay, where it's less focused on stealth and more on combat, which is cool in execution. I feel like I enjoyed it in Origins and Odyssey. However, in Valhalla, it just seems the same and less, if we gotta be honest. One positive though is that I'm actually more excited for Watch Dogs Legion than I had been previously. They showed off a lot more gameplay and they had a pretty cool looking trailer to kind of highlight the craziness and fun themes of the game. and different YouTubers got to play the game and share their thoughts on it. And from what I've seen, Watch Dogs looks like it's gonna be a lot better than the previous iterations. I was kind of hesitant when it came to the whole every NPC is a possible playable character. It sounded cool, but I'm like, how was that actually executed? But from what I've seen, it adds for a whole lot of variety. All the different NPCs have their own unique personalities, so each one is fun to play with and has their own aspects and attributes that set them apart from the other NPCs. So you never really feel like you have any similar people on your team. They're all unique and different. And then they talked more about Hyperscape, which had released, I believe, about a week ago. I played it, it's fun. It doesn't really do anything particularly unique. It's the verticality in the game is very fun. It's very floaty. It's very fun to jump around and use the different cool abilities like the giant slam. But other than that, I don't see it as a long-term game, but that's just me. The thing that really sets it apart though is that it's integrated with Twitch, so if you're watching your favorite Twitch streamer playing Hyperscape, while you're watching them you can vote on different events like a low gravity mode or an infinite ammo event that happen while they're playing. None of them are particularly unique or interesting, I guess. I mean, the low gravity one is probably the most significant one because it really changes up the combat of the game, but the other ones, I wish they would do more with it. I think there's a lot of good potential for something like that, and it could definitely change how the game is played, but as of right now, I don't think it really pushes the bar enough. And the last game they showed off was Far Cry 6. It came with a nice little cinematic trailer focusing on the villain of the game, played by Giancarlo Esposito, or as many of you probably know him as, Gustavo Fring from Breaking Bad. In this game, Esposito plays Anton Castillo, who is the dictator over the fictional island of Yara. The trailer itself focuses on Castillo and his son and his interest in wanting his son to be the next ruler. Even in this trailer, Esposito puts on such a powerful performance that you can tell he's going to be one of the highlights of this game. He's done such a great job at playing many different villains that I have no doubt he will keep that up here. However, that's about where it stops. We didn't get a ton of details regarding any gameplay elements or really any other details about what the island looks like or how big it is. There were some screenshots released that honestly showed the game looking to be very beautiful. As the player, you take on the role of a guerrilla fighter who's fighting against Castillo's rule. It's set to release in February of 2021, so I'm really excited to hear more about the game. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm looking forward to doing more news related content. If you want to check me out on Twitch, the link is down below in the description. I try to stream about twice a week, so feel free to follow me on Twitter to know when I'm going live. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, you know, all that cute shit. Until the next one, it's been your boy HunnyBunny. Stay sexy, y'all.